Hi, we're back with the second in our series on retirement. In this video, we're going to look at some solutions. But first, let's take a quick recap of the problems. Back at age 30, all we had to do was sit back and wait for the markets to come back up. But the closer we get to retirement, the greater the impact of a downturn on the market. Okay. Today, you have choices that protect you better than ever before. Here's a quick overview of traditional investments before we get into the solutions. First, we have the GICs. They're currently paying about 2%. If you want to take 5% out, you can see where your income is going to go to. Mutual funds were the darlings of the 1990s, but since the downturns in the markets of 2002 and 2008, we certainly found that there are real dangers in the marketplace. For the sophisticated investor, there are the stock market, stock brokers, and they can walk a fine line between bonds and equity investments of various types. But I've met with some investors in 2009 who had wished they had come to me earlier, as they had taken a bit of a bath. And bear with me now. I'm going to the solution, but bear with me for a moment. I'll get to that great guaranteed minimum of balance product in a moment. But here's a question for you. Which class of investment has performed at nearly 9% annual return for the last 30 years and has never performed less than 7% in any given year? I'll answer that to the end of today. Back to the guaranteed minimum withdrawal balance. The excellent choice for anyone that's near or in retirement. We'll do a more in-depth video on this, but here are the basics. First, these are a segregated fund, and a segregated fund is basically similar to a mutual fund, but owned and operated by an insurance company, which allows them to have guarantees. They have a maturity guarantee and a death benefit guarantee that mutual funds do not have. This is a special guarantee arrangement that's called a guaranteed minimum withdrawal balance within inside a seg fund. And that excuse me, guarantees your balance will increase by 5% per year every year until you begin to take retirement income. Then after that, it will guarantee you a lifetime income based on your age. It could be 5% at 65, it could be 6% at 75, whatever. And the remainder of the funds that are left will go to your heirs. Now, how can they make such guarantees? Okay, they charge between 1/4 and 1%, basically 2/3% on average, which means that if a mutual fund were to earn 20%, these would only earn 19 1/3%. On a given year when a mutual fund would lose 20%, these would still gain 5% in the increase in the retirement package or balance. Now, frankly, if this is managed properly, there's very little downside. But there are some things you do need to know and you do need to understand. One is that you should never put all of your money into this type of product. You're going to need some money off to the side for one-time withdrawals. The reason being that if you withdraw money in the accumulation years, you lose that 5% increase for that year. The other is that even in retirement, if you take out a lump sum out of this, you've been paying extra fees for guarantees that you're not using, and that doesn't really make sense. What I note here, that all of your money is totally available to you at any time. It's just that this product is designed to provide a retirement income. Okay, here are a couple of points. One, when your retirement income has started, it can increase, probably will increase over time. The other thing is the remainder of your funds, when you die, will go to your estate, go to your heirs. There are ways of setting this up that get you some extra benefits, like being able to hold two types of funds in one account. This will allow you to leave funds within your guaranteed minimum balance product until age 75 or 80 or before you begin to draw income from it. And that is the case even if it's inside a RIF. Now, we will get in more into this in another episode, or you can contact us at smartchoicelife.com for some quick answers. The investment class that I referred to in the question earlier, that gave a 9% historic return annually, basically an average for the last 30 years, and has never once dropped below a 7% positive return, is actually the Canada Life Insurance Dividend Income Class. Now, the beauty of life insurance dividends is that once you earn them, they cannot be lost. Unlike a gain in a mutual fund or a stock, once they're allotted to your account, a negative return the following year cannot bring them down. Too bad there's so much ridicule of such a solid investment. Not much help to you if you're about to retire. But the reason we haven't taken advantage of this in our generation is that it's so easy to jump onto the term is all you need wagon. Yeah. People don't have to know much to understand term life insurance, term life insurance. That's all they tend to look at. Very few have ever opened their mind enough to try to understand and do an actual comparison between term life and whole life. Maybe we need to coach the next generation better. Watch for upcoming videos. Go to Smart Choice Life. Go to smartchoicelife.com and contact us to be notified of any new releases.